Hey everyone, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel, Relax.Cut.Glue. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. So today I'm going to have a little play in my Big Random Glue book. This is one of my all-time favorites and hands down one of the best glue books I think for beginners. I started my Big Random when I started my channel, and it's been a huge hit and it's a lot of fun, especially for all craft levels. So you can really take it as far as you want. Basically, it's just a mindless activity of having fun, no worries. You don't have to worry about composition too much. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So although this is my Big Random Glue book, I'm going to be doing a random page, but it is going to have all animals. So I have a bunch of images here that I'm going to play around with. I've really wanted to put this donkey down forever. So I decided that today is the day. I'm going to put that donkey down, give him a home. Shrek would be so proud. Or not proud, because no, Shrek would be proud because he's not in his swamp. So anyways, yeah, there's Drew Barrymore on the street with a chicken. So there's that. She's the only well, I guess she is an animal if you think about it. Aren't we all animals? So I'm just kind of having a little play and putting down all these little bits and bobs. I realized while I'm doing this that one of the goals that I want to add to my list for my channel in 2024 is I need to fussy cut more regularly. I'm really struggling with keeping up with having enough stuff because I fussy cut it and then I use it, and I don't usually keep too much extra laying around. So I really need to work on doing some harvesting and cutting up some images so that they're ready to go. I'm one of those crafters that likes to have everything ready. I don't like to look through a book searching for all of my images while I'm creating. Sometimes I do that, like if I want something specific, but overall I like to have everything just ready so I can just glue and I don't have to worry about, finding stuff and then cutting it out and all that kind of stuff. So that's just my process. Definitely glue whichever way works best for you. Oh my goodness, you guys, my sons, Andrew and Jackson, made smoked cream cheese yesterday. So I don't know if you knew this, but I'm sure some of you who have a smoker do know this, but you can smoke bricks of cream cheese. You do a cold smoke and it's very popular, and you can put all kinds of seasonings on it. And one very popular one is everything bagel seasoning, but we didn't do that one. He did like this peach barbecue situation on top of it, and it turned out really well. I wasn't a huge fan of the seasoning that he used. It was a new one that we got, but overall the smoked cream cheese was really good. And because you cold smoke it, it gets soft, but it doesn't like melt. Cream cheese doesn't melt very easily anyways, but anyways, it was really good. I was really proud of my kids. They did a good job. Today was one of those days where I felt a little frustrated when I was doing this because I didn't have all my images in front of me. And like I just previously said, I work best that way. I had not intended on making it an all animal page when I sat down. It was going to be completely random, and it just kind of turned out that way. And once it started going that direction, I just decided I wanted the whole page to be animals. So I might do the other page all animals as well, or I might do it completely different. I don't always do a double page layout. I do tend to most of the time to do a double page layout when I do a Big Random glue book session, but not always. Thank you to all of my Glue Crew members that lit up the comment section yesterday with your emojis. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you guys use them and enjoy them. And I'm very excited that I can make some more. So I'm going to be making some more very soon. They're so much fun. So I was going to use this flamingo washi tape right here, but it was too wide. I didn't want to cut off the donkey's face, and he was the whole reason why I was doing this page, because I wanted to use him. So I'm using a thinner washi tape just down the side there, because for one, I like to use washi tape in my big random glue books or my random glue books. I just think they're a great pop of color, and we have it, so let's use it. And two, my image glued down a little wonky, and I wanted to hide that, and now you can't even tell. So that was another reason for doing that. I finally put down my little mermaid llama. He's so funny. Every time I look at it, I laugh. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. Just adorable. And I really kind of struggled back and forth with my layout because I had some really big animal images that I got from a book from the Dollar Tree. You know, those books that I used to get all the time. I still get them. Not only the, what is it? Spot the Difference books, but then there were some other like little kid book or other books that were the same size that have like all these pictures of animals doing funny things. So I cut those out, and I've had them for a little while. And so anyways, I have a bunch of them, and so they're really big though. So I struggle sometimes to find a spot for them. This is a big bird from the Birds and Blooms magazine. I've had it forever in my stash. I just need to glue it down somewhere. It needs a home. So all these images came from free items. So, well, that's a lie. One of the dogs I end up using is from a book from the Dollar Tree, but everything else is from magazines and from a free textbook. It was a textbook my son had for school, and they never even ended up using it, and it was just going to be recycled. So he gave it to me, and I cut out all the animals and anything that was in it that was exciting. And then also the fish that I end up using was from a free magazine. When you walk into a store, sometimes they have like local magazines for your city kind of right by the door there. I always grab those because I always find something in them. A word, a head of a person, eyeballs, animals, kids, you know, whatever. There's usually something in there. So I'm digging through my basket here looking for some animals because I wasn't prepared. And sometimes just digging through the images is so satisfying. I used to be very organized and I just had all these containers, but now I keep like this basket right here is my en masse glue book basket. But I'm just going to keep all my magazine clippings in one basket. And then I keep my big random glue book, my random composition notebook, glue book, and my en masse composition notebook all in that same basket because I'll just use from all those same images. So I keep those 3 glue books along with all my magazine cutouts in one basket. I really want to put this moth here. Hopefully my sister's not watching because she's terrified of moths, which is nuts to me. I don't get it, but we're all afraid of different things, so it is what it is. I love them. I think they're beautiful, but she is not a fan. Not a fan at all. I love that little elephant. He had to go on there somewhere. He just had to. I may come back and add some words later. I don't end up adding any words because I couldn't find any on hand, but I definitely have some. I have a ton of words, so there's definitely animal related words in there somewhere. And they don't have to be animal related. I could put whatever, but I just kind of liked it without any words on it this time. I was kind of playing around with the images and see what I like. It is so windy today. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I took Xena for a walk yesterday, and it had been quite a few days since she's had a walk because we've had like downpours every single day. And so she was super excited about it. And she gets a little hyper at first when we walk, when we haven't walked for a couple days. And of course, we run into 5 separate dogs. And the first dog we found, actually, I'm not even going to get into that. The first dog was a dog that lives behind us, that lives outside 24/7. Doesn't matter if it's 110 degrees or it's 20 degrees. The dogs are outside every single day of every hour of every month of every year. And it's awful. And we've talked to the city about it lots of times. So I don't want to get into that. But he was actually walking this dog on a rope, which we've never seen it outside of the backyard. So that was weird. And it's aggressive, which I would be too if I lived in a small cage in a yard every single day of my life. And so I was instantly just like froze. And so I just stopped with Xena and I had her sit. And I waited for this guy to move, and he just kind of stood there and let his dog like growl and stare at my dog. And I'm like, are you going to move along? Because like, we're not doing this. You need to move. Keep going. There's no need to get the dogs all amped up or whatever. And I was like, oh man. And then of course, once the dog starts growling and barking at her, she starts barking because she is a very gentle dog. She's not aggressive in any way, shape, or form. But if a dog barks at her, she will bark back. But if a dog is calm, she's calm. So yeah, it was pretty stressful. I was a little nervous. I wasn't sure if I should call my husband because this guy is a little unhinged as well. So I wasn't sure how that was going to go. I walked her later in the day, and I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. It was starting to get a little dusk, and I felt a little uncomfy. So I felt a little on edge. So definitely not going to put myself in that situation again. But we had a great walk. It was really nice. Freezing, but nice and not wet at all. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind, please give this video a like. It's a great way to support me and my channel. Don't forget to drink your water, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, friends.